Hey, yeah, man. Let me get in this thing, man. Let me get that on off the screen, man. We get to it, man. You know what I mean? Episode 13 of the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. I am your boy Starks, you know what I'm saying? Hosting this thing, man. Appreciate everybody coming in, when they come in. And on this good Sunday evening, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with me on all platforms, man. Shout out to everybody out there on the YouTube, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there on Facebook. Shout out to everybody out there on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, subscribe, share it to all your folks, man, and get the word out there that the Areola Roller Coaster podcast is the thing that needs to be in your life. You know what I'm saying? This is actually episode 13, and I haven't did episode. The last episode was 12, and that was almost 4 weeks ago, pretty much a month ago, something like that. But that's because, just because her telling jokes and doing podcasts and all that, I don't mean that we ain't got no responsibilities, man. You know what I'm saying? I got my sons going to camps and practices and all kind of stuff, man. And, we got shows and, all kind of business ventures to get into. So, sometimes you got to stick to the priority. You mean, and doing the podcast ain't that all the time. And it was holidays falling. It was like every weekend, it was something else going on. So we just had to pop in when we pop in, and whoever rocks with us is going to rock with us, man. So shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all listening. We are back. You know what I mean? We got a whole lot of topics to cover because a whole lot doesn't happen in that time span, man. So shout out to everybody that is paying attention to the podcast right now, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, let's see what we won't get into, man. It's summertime. Okay. You know what I mean? It's summertime. Officially here. Every year when summertime hit, you be sitting there like having that whole perplexed conversation with yourself. That conversation where you be like, it is so hot outside right now. I am tired of wiping my neck because my neck is wet from sweat. You know what I'm saying? But just 2 months ago, you was talking about how cold it is outside and the wind is blowing and you can't wait till summertime. Now the summertime's here, you like, bro, chill out summertime. Chill out one time. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it kicks in because your car, you only got the heat working. You ain't never had AC in it, just only the heat. So you was cool. You was uppity in the winter months. Now the summertime's here, you're humble. You know what I'm saying? You try to fan yourself with a Bible. You know what I mean? Don't be humble now. Summertime is here, man. Shout out to the summertime. Everybody's starting to take their trips. You know what I mean? This is where we get all the bathing suit pictures where they go on the beach and they want to act like that this is much needed vacation, but they doing it from behind with the ass cheeks out of the thong thing. You know what I mean? I ain't complaining. I'm just labeling what's real. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. It's summertime. We just got done, right? We just got done with all of the kids graduating. You know what I mean? So we had the graduation ceremonies, and the graduation ceremonies across the whole entire country went the same exact way. You know how they went. Well, they tell you, please hold all of your applause until the end of the names being announced. And it'd be dead silence. And 2 names into them calling names. Tyrell Jackson. Tyrell, that's my baby. Woo! That's right. That's right. I had him for labor for 12 hours. They always say something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I got ibuprofen in my purse. What? What are y'all talking? Who told y'all to say this while all these people are in here at this ceremony? Hey, man. Shout out to all the graduates, though. You know what I'm saying? They say don't hold your applause to the end. Yeah, right. You are just basically telling people to applause because it's gonna happen anyway, and there's nothing you can do about it. Black people from all over the country been waiting on this moment, and you gonna tell them that they can't clap? Shit, yeah. You gonna get these claps, Mr. White Man. Yeah, man. They had all them graduations going on, man, and for people that live in Kentucky, you already know how it go. For the folk that live in Kentucky, man, you know what I'm saying? We got them certain counties like Lexington and Louisville are the bigger cities, but we got a bunch of surrounding counties of the bigger cities, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of biracial energy in there, which is cool. It's fine. It's by all means, love is love. I'm with it, you know what I mean? But it's funny because it's like you go to those towns and you go to a graduation and every other name is Jaden. Jaden Johnson, Mark Ripken, Jaden Ripken, Jaden Ramschalt, you know what I'm saying? And they all spelled different. You know what I mean? It's gonna be 90 Jadens in them biracial counties. You know what I mean? It's gonna be 90 Jadens and 200 200 mad white grandparents. You know what I mean? So Shout out to everybody, man. The summertime's here. For people that's just now popping in, man, you on episode 13 of the Areola Rollercoaster podcast. We usually start at 7. We usually start at 7:30. You know what I'm saying? But it's summertime. It's the beginning of summertime. I looked outside. I was like, it is too beautiful for anybody to be sitting down and looking at their phone. They at least gonna do it when it get dark. So I decided to start it at 9 this time, man. You know what I mean? Summertime hours might be 9 o'clock, man, because it's still sunny outside and it's too beautiful for people to be sitting down like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Uh, Moving on though, getting into it. You know what I mean? If you watching this from Facebook, man, make sure you share it in your story, share it on your page. You know what I mean? If you watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, share it with somebody, man. You know what I mean? If you on Twitter, you know what I mean, like the post, do something, you know what I mean? Show love. Um, Getting into it, we got a whole lot that done happened in these 3-4 weeks that we ain't did nothing, man. I want to I want to sit there and say, you know what I mean? I want to give it up to myself one time, man. One time to myself, man. You know what I'm saying? One time to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it up to myself one time, man. You know what I'm saying? My Facebook page, man. Facebook page done reached 185,000 followers on my Facebook page, man. You know what I mean? Which is a beautiful thing, man, because I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, man. Anybody know Lexington, Kentucky? I started telling jokes on Winchester Road, which is basically a dead end that don't have a dead end. It's a dead end that don't have a dead end. People know the club that I was in and the stuff that happened in that club, and that was where I started telling jokes. So to go from that to, you know what I mean, doing these shows and having 185,000, you know what I mean, likes on my Facebook page, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. So shout out to me for the one time, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. Um, Shout out to It's Smooth and shout out to Kim Trails, man, in the building. Appreciate y'all coming in, peeping in and watching the show, man. You know what I mean? I just had to, toot my own horn one time, man. Also, since the last time we did the episode, since episode 12, I won an award, man. I won an award for Comedian of the Year for the Lexington Blueprint Awards. Sorry about that. Yeah, the Blueprint Awards. I won Comedian of the Year. I didn't expect it. I appreciate everybody who, voted for me to even be a nominee, man. You know what I mean? And I won in my category. So, that's just in 2022, I won the Kentucky Urban Entertainment Award for Comedian of the Year. And that's all across Kentucky. And then the Blueprint Award, all in Lexington. So, 2 awards in basically the same calendar year. Beautiful thing, blessings, you know what I'm saying? On top of that, the reaching 185,000 followers on my comedian Larry Starks Facebook page. So if you ain't following the comedian Larry Starks Facebook page, get to it, man. Don't worry about the numbers on the post. They got me shadow banned. I had to find out why I'm up for shadow ban. Come to find out, y'all know me for roasting and all my roast videos. And early in the game, I was using a lot of vulgarity, a lot of curse words and all of that. You know what I mean? And basically the advertising changed the way that they pay out advertisements or how they do things. So they don't shine lightly to people who's using profanity. You know what I mean? So what they did is what I was doing, cyberbullying. So once that happened, I got all of this content out there and it's just being deemed as cyberbullying. I'm just basically looking like a nuisance. I'm a repeat offender. So they took all my reach away from my Facebook page. Like I'm reaching thousands of people. Now I could post something and in 2 days I only got, 4 likes. You know what I mean? So I knew the game. I got a chance to talk to Facebook, now known as Meta. I got a chance to conversate with them and they told me what I was doing wrong and they told me what I needed to do right. So I got it. You know what I mean? It's on and popping. But yet and still, the content that I do have out there, it still was getting my page to grow. So that's how I reached 185,000 followers on that page, man. You know what I mean? So that's a beautiful thing. Let me see what some of these comments is talking about, man. Let me get in here, man, one time. Shout out to the chemtrails, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to chemtrails, man, you know what I mean? Shout out to Johnny Williamson, you know what I mean? Appreciate you. Black Terminator said, "There's not many people who are as funny as you, man. It's real talent." And I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? I just be kind of trying to do my thing and just make it fun, man. You know what I mean? It's just that's what I use social media for. We try to have fun. I ain't on social media to be serious or talk about or talk about who's better between LeBron and Jordan, because these dudes is out here really stuck on it. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, man. Let me pause real quick, man. One time to my cousin, man, you know what I'm saying? Darren Lewis in the bill. That's my blood cousin. That's my big cuz watching the show, man. Shout out to cuz, man. You know what I'm saying? I love you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you logging in this thing, man. Checking me out, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Got my cousin in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know, I try to use social media as a tool for fun. Like, what are we doing? Why are we on here being serious? Like, you really logged into your phone to be serious? Like, bro, it be dudes. It be 7:30 in the morning, and they just start in. Let me tell you why LeBron James ain't king. What? What, bro? What are y'all talking about? Everybody that talks about Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James on a daily basis, bro, I look at them weird. I look at them weird. There's something tangy about you to spend this much time and energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's to spend this much time and energy on these men who are not going to come to your funeral, bro. They do not care about your existence, and y'all spending so much time on these dudes, bro. It's like, just recognize greatness for what it is. I'm an equal fan of all of them. They be sitting there. If I was picking a starting five, I wouldn't pick up LeBron, bro. You're trash. You shouldn't pick up you. What are we talking about? You get defeated by a flight of stairs, and you talking about LeBron's a bum? Like, shut up. And they always, like, when you correct them on some real man to man stuff, they always try. You a bronze sexual. You taking up for LeBron? No, I'm taking up for mankind, bro. I'm, as a friend, I'm telling you, you tripping. You're spending too much time talking about other grown men. You know what I'm saying? It's like, think about this, bro. You sit there and they be passionate about Michael Jordan. They be passionate about Kobe. They be passionate about LeBron James. Like, bruh, if y'all was this passionate about your children, if you was this passionate about your mother, your parents, your sister, your family, bruh, it would be so much better. It would be so much more respected. But instead, because Kobe can hit a jump shot, he's better than your mama. He's better. He's a better person to you than your mama is. Just because he can hit a, just because just because Jordan just because Jordan hit the jump over Elo, he's a better person than your dad is. Like, what, bro? Y'all tripping. Y'all are tripping, dog. I respect all of them athletes equally. But bro, you're not gonna get past Channing Frye, fam. Y'all talk so tough. You're not gonna, bro. Richard Jefferson will give you 80 in 2 quarters. Richard Jefferson will give you 80. You understand what I'm saying? Kwame Brown will give you 90 today. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, dog. It's facts, man. It's facts. He said the topic done got so washed down. People really sit there with memes in their phone, ready to, like, you know what I mean? Ready to hate on LeBron, ready to hate on Jordan, ready to prove why somebody ain't something. Bruh, they all animals in their own right. That's just like, it's like this same debate happens from time to time with comedians, right? Like, they'll sit and say something like, Kevin Hart ain't funny to me. Mike Epps ain't funny to me. So and so ain't funny to me. And it's like, bruh, are you kidding me? All of this heat that they got out here, how could you sit and say that they not funny to you? You're choosing to not find the humor in it because it's not the way that you want to receive it. You see what I'm saying? That's a choice. You know that it's funny, but you choosing to not acknowledge the humor because it's something you trying to have this narrative that you want to share. People's like, Kevin Hart just ain't never been funny to me. Well, that's crazy because I know some people that's super duper funny that ain't selling arenas out like him. I know people that ain't got that many specials. I know people that, you know what I'm saying? So he got to be some kind of funny, because if the funny that you desire is not that much success, it's not garnering that much success, then you might need to change your aim. You understand what I'm saying? You might need to change your aim. They talking about Mike Epps. Bruh, they said Mike Epps ain't funny. Now the thing is, I'll give you the point of, sometimes it might seem stale in personality because they peaked so early. Mike Epps had Friday. That was a peak. He's exceeded that since then, but still, to be at that peak, it's like you make it hard for yourself because you're at this level. Now everybody has an expectation for you to be here or above at all times. At all times. If you go anywhere underneath here, they feel like you're a failure, you fell off, you're not funny. Let me say something negative about what you got going on. Mike Epps is hilarious. Mike Epps is hilarious. Kevin Hart is hilarious. Bruh, y'all are tripping. Bruh, And it's just in natural format. Did you see the interview with him and The Rock sitting down and they was mimicking each other? Bro, that was gold. Did you see that interview of Kevin Hart and what's his name? Don Cheadle, where Don Cheadle said he's 50 something years old? Like, damn, hilarious. Bro, that is gold. What are y'all talking about? Mike Epps was on Drink Champs and he had that story. He said where he's talking about how comedy saved his life. He said, I knew comedy saved my life when somebody robbed me and they kidnapped me and put me in the trunk. He said, and they was riding around playing music. And then the car stopped and they cut the music off. And he said, I started beating on the trunk. And they said, what you want? He said, I said, play that again. Bro, what? That is hilarious. That is hilarious, dog. Like, people have this thing set up in their head, man. They have this thing set up in their head to where they want to share a narrative because negative will travel further than you being positive. You just say, I think Mike Epps is funny. It just dies right there. It stops. But if you say, I've never found Mike Epps funny, oh, that's negative. Now everybody's looking to see if anybody agrees. Now they want to put in their 2 cents, and now it's a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that's crazy to me. People spend too much energy on the wrong things. That's why I always look at people funny who talk about LeBron James every day, people who talk about Michael Jordan every day, and people who talk about Kobe Bryant every day. It's like, bro, why do you have to dim one's light to make the other look brighter? They sit and said that they respect each other as athletes and as legends. So who are you to take it out of context and say that you don't like what they do or who's better? The one that you think is the best respects the one that you think ain't good. So how you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? I need you to be this passionate about your son when he graduates. I need you to be this passionate about your son making the dean's list and the honor roll and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Be that passionate. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Dudes be weird, man. Mad tangy. You talk about LeBron a lot, you're mad tangy. You talk about Jordan a lot, you're mad tangy. Talk about somebody else. What did your grandfather do? Huh? He put in work in the factory for 40 years and you ain't mentioned him once. RP the granddad, man. I sure missed that. I sure missed that casserole you used to make. That's it. You gave granddaddy the casserole. You talking about Jordan. Jordan leads all free throw pointers for the duration of the Bulls' 96 run. What? Shut up. Shut up. Read some of these comments real quick, man. Shout out to Pallet Jack in the building. Got a real picture of a Pallet Jack, too. Shout out to Nicholas Gerard. What up, though? Oh, Gerard. I probably said it wrong. Whatever. Black Terminator said, how do you come up with the Eminem skits? They're gold. Okay, so he's talking about the now that's twice I came across a slew-footed demon. Like, so, you know, the story behind any Eminem skit has been random. It's never really been planned. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I get these modes of where Eminem will be on the radio and, you know, you just kind of tune it out like a smoke detector beeping. You just kind of tune it out and not pay attention because he raps too long. You know what I'm saying? It's like you look up and he starts, you know, rapping on the scapula, top of the capital or the apple. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like you kind of zone out and you start thinking about life and, you know, what you're doing wrong or what you're doing right. And then you come back and he's still like, he's still like, any, mini, mighty, mo. You like, yo, turn this shit off, bro. What is this? Like, what are you doing, bro? What is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think I had one of those moments, like live. I was driving to the gym, bro. Like, I was literally driving to the gym and I zoned out thinking about something. And I'm like, dog, he is still rapping, bro. And I turned it off. You know what I'm saying? I turned it off and you know, I ended up thinking like that would be funny, man, to do something like that. So when the video that you saw where I had on the gray hoodie with the maroon letters on and all that, that was a freestyle, bro. Like I literally freestyled that video. Like I just thought of some words, you know, sat there for a minute in my head on some Jay-Z action and just freestyled it, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was just made sure it was funny and didn't make sense and sounded like Eminem a little bit and put it out, man. So it's like that's just kind of the inspiration, man. The whole goal is to just, you know, generate laughter, man. You know what I'm saying? People can relate to it. And it's like, as much of a fan I am of Eminem, I still can be tired of how he tries to prove that he can still rap. It's like, bro, we know you can rap. We been knew you could rap. You're trying way too hard, and it's kind of hurting people's feelings to watch you try hard. Like, you don't have to try hard. You can cruise from this point. You still want to do 92 bar verses. Like, bruh, cut this off. And you so much of a legend. You so much of a legend that you don't even want to hear people out. Was just probably just trying to tell you the truth. Like, bro, you don't have to try this hard. You keep wanting to talk about people think I fell off. Like, bro, shut up. Rap again. Talk about nails in your eyelids again, bro. That was the fun rap. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of what it stemmed from, man. It's just, people can relate to being wore out from Eminem. People might say, I don't like Eminem, but it's like, bro, at one point you were saying, hi, my name is, and you knew the words to the verse. Hi, kids. Do you like Primus? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a fan of Eminem, but it's funny as funny. You know what I mean? Like, when I make content, I'm not making it to ever hurt anybody's feelings. Like, I want them to laugh too. That's why I don't get overly disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I might say something that's funny like a friend would say to him. You know what I mean? Like, I roasted Brittany Griner years ago because she went live with no shirt on. And, I cracked these jokes, and Brittany Griner got in the comments and was laughing. It was love. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of that, that's kind of the energy with it. Black Terminator said, Mike Epps got movies and stand-up. That's more than most. Dog, Mike Epps got a lot of stand-ups and a lot of movies, bro. Like, and people don't understand how rigorous that is on the mentals. One, to do 7 shows. Y'all don't really compute that like that, but I'm telling you, coming from a comedian's brain, that let's say Mike Epps is in town from Thursday to Sunday, 2 shows Thursday, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 2 shows Sunday. So you sitting here and you like, oh, it's 8 shows going on. Or it might be 1 show Thursday and then 2 shows the rest of the week. So now you got 7 shows. Bro, you know how hard it is to do 7 shows and raise your voice back to back to back to back for 4 days in a row? Bro, you be wore out. Like, you be like, I feel like I got hit by a truck. Like, it's really like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you come out there and you giving all your energy 7 times in a row. And then they want you to fly to another city. Now you jet lag, and they want you to act for 2 weeks, 2 weeks to a month. And then when you leave, you're not even going home. You're going to another city to do another 7 shows. Of course, one of them shows, he might not be funny. He's wore out. He's tired. Like, he's drained. They don't understand it, man. It's just like that. You know what I mean? Like, so from the mind of a comedian, it's like you got to understand what they got going on around stand-up. And that's what contributes to the genius. So with people having all of that going on and still generate funny content, now that's amazing. That's why Kevin Hart was doing everything. He had Gatorade commercials, socks, underwear, movies, TV, like internet, satellite radio, doing everything and still coming out with specials, selling out arenas. Bro, selling out arenas overseas, bro. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real, man. You know what I mean? Cuz said you got bars in real life, so that's what made it funny. Yeah, they don't know about them bars in real life. Like, I really can rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just ain't as passionate about it as I am being funny. So it's just kind of a fly by night thing. It's like I do it when I feel like it. Like, I get on this mic. If y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all see me get on this mic, and if somebody's making a beat, an instrumental or something, I get on there and cook real quick just to, activate the muscle. You know what I mean? Just to activate the muscle. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all talking about. Shout out to Kim Trails. If y'all need to follow Kim Trails, man. My guy is an artist and he's a tattoo. He's a tattoo guy, man. You know what I'm saying? He do real good tattoos and he do super dope paintings, man. You know what I mean? And he really get busy with his art, man. You know what I mean? Real deal, man. So shout out to my guy. Y'all need to follow him. He got his own YouTube channel as well. You know what I mean? And y'all can shop with him if y'all like his art. He's really like that. You know what I mean? He be doing whole arm sleeves and leg sleeves and all that. You know what I mean? So shout out him. Black Terminator said, I don't see how you guys manage having to encounter different people and still be confident in your material. Well, the biggest thing for me, it's more like competition. So it's like, if you playing football, you playing basketball, any sport, you looking at the other team and you kind of sizing them up. It's kind of the same thing. You walk in a room, a comedy club, you might just look at a comedian and think he's just chilling, preparing to go on stage. Well, his preparation is reading the room. I'm sizing everybody up. I might get a joke out of what Cuz got on. You know what I'm saying? Anything to make the show. And it's like, you got to just be prepared for anything. You might have somebody that's going to talk a lot. You might have a heckler. You might have somebody try you. You got to just be prepared and kind of be on deck for that. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of how I do it. It's like when you read the room, it can work out to your advantage. It can definitely be a death blow, but if you do it right, it can work out to your advantage too. You know what I mean? Like I was literally in Buffalo. Uh, what was that? It was probably still January or something like that, February, something. It was early in the year. So I was in Buffalo, New York, and it was like I'm doing a show with my homeboys Mope Williams and Lil JJ from Nickelodeon. He called himself Big JJ now. They both on Wildin' Out, and they was at Helium Comedy Club in Buffalo, and I was rocking out with them on the show. And at the end of the show, they gonna do some Wildin' Out games. You know what I mean? So they just like come be in the Wildin' Out games with us. I'm like, say less. You know what I mean? So that family reunion thing. And it's like you up there and you got a sold out room, 300 people staring at you, waiting on you to say something because they passing the mic. So when it's your turn, what are you gonna do? You gonna swim or drown? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you kind of got to read the room and build yourself up. And I think it got to my point, man. And I remember a couple of them, man, because they hit hard. Somebody got it. It's somebody that recorded that too. I've been trying to get the footage from them, man, so I could put it out. But it's kind of hard getting them to commit to sending it to me, man. So, but the it's the family reunion. Who we introducing, and I seen a stud and a chick. They was together at the show. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shout out to Buffalo. This shit been like a movie. But shout out to these two girls right there. They've been eating each other's coochie at the family reunion. Whole place went nuts. You know what I mean? Everybody laughing. You know what I mean? And it's kind of just moved the mic on. But it's like you already won because you was prepared. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that's how you manage encountering people, because once you show that you good at what you do, they take a likability to you, and it's not so much combative at this point. You know what I mean? Like if they don't like you, then they gonna they're gonna get you up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Straight up. Like Terminator said, you got bars. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? I try to have bars from time to time, you know what I mean? Shout out to my guy Ricky Divine. Shout out to Ricky Divine, man. You know what I'm saying? My guy Ricky, man. He I got merch, man. I got my Real is Rare merch, man. And he came and got two Real is Rare sweatsuits, man, to for him and his girl to wear to the Lil Wayne concert at Rupp, man. That was a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Walk through repping the brand like such, man. So shout out to my guy Ricky Divine, man. Always been holding it down. You remember Ricky, man? You was back there toasted at what was that? That was the one place that served the pizza. I had a birthday show at this place, and the place it was a small place, so like 70 people would pack it out. You know what I mean? But it was a birthday show, and it was packed, and it was I forgot the name of the place, man. They closed it down. Um, but they used to sell pizza in there. They used to sell drinks, and they sold pizza in there that was made like Grippo's pizza. Like anybody that knows Grippo's is like a staple in Kentucky. Like they don't have them everywhere, so people come to Kentucky and get Grippo chips and take them back to their states. Like they get them about a caseload. You know what I'm saying? Grippo's is like a low key spicy barbecue chip. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we grew up on them, so we know about Grippo's, but they made a pizza with Grippo crumbs on it. And it was next level, crazy, next level. So we had a, show at that spot, people getting Grippo pizzas, getting their drinks and all that. And Ricky Divine was back there, you know what I'm saying, toasted, knocking stuff over. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy, man. Appreciate you, man. Um, Shout out to BOKC Swan, man. You know what I'm saying? McSween, Miss Sween, however you say that. Uh, that made me think of something too, man. A lot has happened in the past month. Um, Largely, we had a few people that we all know in our city pass away within days of each other. Like I'm saying like 40, 72 hours. Like they passed away like and I think they all know each other. Like they all knew each other like and they all passed away and it was crazy. So it's like in the midst of that, it's like going a day, I could only attend one, you know what I mean? But it's like it was crazy, man. Like, I just wanted to use that to shout out uh Lamine Swan. He was a state representative, man, and he passed away. But always was on the scene, man. Before he got into the, you know what I'm saying, before he got into the government, he was always on the scene, always in tune with what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't much older than me, you know what I mean? Wasn't much older than us. So it's like he ended up passing away, man. He was in a wheelchair, but that don't mean nothing. He was always on the scene. A rap show, you know what I mean, concert, you name it, man. He was there, pulling up, you know what I mean? And he made it to where he got into politics and I got a chance to vote for him, which was cool to see his name on the card, vote for him. And he ended up actually winning. And he was a state representative, man. And he passed away last month, basically. And so shout out to Lamine Swan. You know what I mean? Shout out to PJ Payton, man. Israel PJ Payton, man. Real cool dude, man. Just had a daughter. He passed away from some health complications, man. I think he was probably 1 or 2 years older than me, maybe 3 years older than me, man. Passed away. And then shout out to my guy Lee G. My guy Lee G passed away just suddenly, man, and it's just unfortunate, man, because that was a dude, I knew well. And, we kind of in this whole media thing and all of that. And he was just, just now getting his wheels rolling, man. And, man, passed away. So I got to take a little minute to shout out to them, man. RIP to all of those guys, man. You know what I mean? So keeping it moving. Let me see. Black Terminator said, I'm still upset they haven't invited you to Wildin' Out. Um, Wildin' Out, I mean, like, don't get it twisted. Like, I'd love to be on Wildin' Out. Once I figure out the format of what they do, I'm pretty sure that I'd be good at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But who's to say? Because I've never really done it before. You know what I mean? So it's like when them lights on, things get different. And you might get somebody that's in competition because you've seen people on Wild 'N Out be there and then not be there, and it's still the same season. So I think it's a constantly stay alive thing, unless you grandfathered in like Carlos and DC and Chico and all of them. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a every episode you fighting to survive kind of thing. Like I know writers on the show, I know people on the show, and they enjoy it, but it's not as easy as it seems. You know what I'm saying? I think they go somewhere for a month and then they knock out several seasons in 1 month. You know what I mean? Everybody think it's something that's happening like a TV show. No, them things is pre-recorded and it's happening all in the span of 1 month. Everything's on the schedule. So it's like you could go change and you could do episode 2. You could change and do episode 3. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. And I would be able to, I would, I wouldn't have a problem doing Wild 'N Out. I don't think there would be any degree of difficulty besides learning how they do stuff because they actually rehearse how to play the games and how to do this and how to do that. And it's like you ain't gonna have a strong suit in everything, especially when somebody else is doing it in a way that's way better than the way you thought. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It ain't even about me being invited. It would just be, would I do well if I was invited? You know what I mean? Because anything's possible. You know what I mean? You gotta be humble, or this game will humble you. Facts. BOKC said, you and Trey Flocka are part of my Mount Rushmore roasting. That's hard. That's hard. I appreciate it. I don't know who Trey Flocka is, but salute to Trey Flocka. You know what I mean? To be on anybody's Mount Rushmore roasting is dope to me, man. I always look at it like, the people who everybody respect in the roast game, a lot of the people they respect in the roast game respect me, in the sense of we've been putting in that work. Like everybody know Craig Smith from Roast Me, and what people don't know is like I met Craig on Roast Me, like the episode I did. You could look it up. It's the Matt Rife episode. I did Roast Me, and I had met all of them people. Besides, only person I knew was Kev on stage. That was the only person I knew. I met everybody else right then and there. Like I'm talking about 15 minutes and they're like, all right, action. You know what I'm saying? So it's like trying to figure it out on the fly. But when you get in the trenches, you gotta, get active. But It's like, like Craig Smith, like Craig's my dog. People don't even know that we had a group chat. we, we had a group chat with a bunch of comedians in there, man. And it was World War III every day. Like the group chat don't exist anymore. But I'm telling you, if that group chat had got out, we probably would have got a TV show out there off of it. It was crazy. It was me, Mope Williams, Nav Green, um, Craig Smith, Billy Sorrells, Sleazy, um, Chris Jones. Um, it was like 4, 5 other people, man. Like it was World War III. And I'm talking about you post an outfit, that thing coming in the group chat, and they find your ass up the whole entire time. Like it was, and we doing video comebacks. Like we in the group chat, video roasting each other. Like, bro, legendary stuff. Legendary stuff, bro. Like, I'm talking about we would be so deep in it. I remember one of them was on a Greyhound bus. They had a show in a different city, and just traveling in comedy. Greyhound bus is a prominent way of transportation if you can't afford plane tickets and whatnot. You know what I mean? So, dude was on a Greyhound bus, and he couldn't be loud, so he's sitting there with his mic, like, "Oh, get your muffin, man." You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You built like a son. Hey, bro, it used to be a hit, man. Like, you know what I mean? And then it just kind of died out, you know what I mean? So, uh, let me see. I'm reading through these comments. Harold said, I knew a question would pop up at one point or another. Um, he said, are Sleazy and Goo not coming back to the show? Or are they just super busy? And it's just it. They super busy. You know what I'm saying? Sleazy does morning radio. So Sleazy's up at like 3:30, 4 a.m. because he starts at like 5. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Sleazy does morning radio, and Goo has a son. He has a young son. You know what I mean? So, he has responsibilities to take care of, you know what I mean? But the thing about it, the grind is the grind, and they know that. So, whenever they get free to come back, it's gonna be just that. You know what I mean? Ain't no whole lot of, you know what I mean? Because I know if I was busy, they would hold it down for me the same way. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Sleazy and Goo, and I'm glad that you inquiring about them, man. You know what I'm saying? Go and hit them up and tell them, tell Goo, man, f those kids, man. Nah, I'm Mike Riley said, Grippos is the LA to Chips, man. I'm sorry I keep going back to subjects for the people who's listening, who's going to be listening on the audio portion, because I'm reading comments live. If you watch it, on YouTube or whatnot, I'm reading comments live. So, I'm catching back up to stuff because it's just a time delay in it. But whatever, I can fight. Let me read some more comments, man. Shout out to Anime 2012 Pictures or whatever. Yeah, Rails Media Records. Shout out to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Oh my God." Hey, man. Oh my God used to be that thing, man. It used to be that it used to be that thing, man. Like that, oh my God. I came up with that in my driveway. I came up with oh my God in my driveway. I just wanted something to stand out and something that I could use often. And I came out with oh my God, man. And it kind of took its own life, but it took its own, like, what I'm saying, trajectory to, blow up. And shout out to Cash Nasty, because Cash Nasty was really one of the main people who spread it and help it get out there like that, like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because Cash Nasty done had such a crazy following for so long. I didn't even know who Cash Nasty was. But he was just having a live stream, and somebody shared my video to Cash Nasty, and he watched the video on his live stream, and all of these people started following me, and then people started sharing it, and then those people started following me, and it just got crazy to the point where it's like now I have 75,000 YouTube subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like it just got crazy like that. But it stemmed largely, like I was up, my motion was up. I was moving, but it's just like Cash Nasty showing love a few times helped a whole lot. Shout out to Cash Nasty. I met Cash Nasty too, randomly in a Foot Locker in LA. We've been kicking it. We've been kicking, you know what I mean, showing each other love for the longest time. And just randomly in a Foot Locker in LA, I heard some people like, "Can I take a picture? Can I?" And I kind of turn around like, "What?" Because we in LA, you know what I'm saying? Celebrities everywhere, so it's like, I was at Fox Hills Mall, and I kind of got close, and he turned around, and I just stared at him. I kind of gave him the face. I'm like, he's like, "Dog, yeah, right." I was like, "Yeah, man." And I don't know why. I do not know why, because my sons, they were fans of Cash Nasty, still are. They fans of Cash Nasty, and I didn't get a picture. So me telling them, they believe me, of course, but it's just like the picture for them would have been, you know what I mean? It's somebody they watch on YouTube all the time, and I just didn't care to get a picture at the time. I was like, I'm good on the picture. Like I just, you know what I mean? I just wanted to tell them I appreciate him, man. You know what I mean? So it's good to meet him. You know what I mean? But it's just, that was one of them kind of things, man. Um, Ricky said, I think you would tear up the comedy scene if you got a chance to hit the 85 South crew. Shout out to the 85 South crew, man. You know what I mean? They going through a lot right now. I ain't gonna discuss all of that on the podcast. I don't like when people take people's downturns in life and make, media out of them like that kind of stuff, man. So shout out to Carlos, shout out to Chico, shout out to DC. Speaking of the 85 South, shout out to Clayton English too. Um, they was just in Louisville, man, and I got to take my sons to the 85 South show in Louisville, and it was dope because yeah, for those that know, like I rocks with all of them. Carlos is my dog, like Chico, DC, all of them, they the homies, you know what I mean? So it's like got to the show and ended up being able to get backstage. And my sons got to meet them all, you know what I mean? Because this is people that they in high school. This is people they see all the time, you know what I mean? This is people they watching, they wilding out heads, you know what I mean? So it's like for them to see them and get to meet them and kind of we backstage, we kind of, because it was at the Yum Center, so they had like a practice gym in the back and all that kind of stuff. And the practice gym is basketball goals, but that's kind of where they was doing a meet and greet at. But they had a ball out there, so a lot of the 85 South staff was kind of shooting around and whatnot. And um, I'm talking to Clayton English and Moneybag Mafia. Y'all know Moneybag Mafia. Tip the bartender. He's the one that made that. My great grandmama gave me a Draco, and I can't sleep at night. My great granddaddy something, man. That slap box fight. That's Moneybag Mafia. So I'm talking to them. And all of a sudden I heard boom. I turn around. My son's coming down from a dunk. My younger son coming down from a dunk. I'm like, what? Next thing you know, my older son get it. He do a 360. Boom. I'm like, okay. I was like, we turned up at her. I was like, wait a minute. I knew that was going to happen when the basketball was around, man. But, to get them to experience that, you know what I mean? And 85 South, they rock with me, but I mean, for them to embrace my young ones, man, that was a beautiful thing, man. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to always rep them and hold it down. You know what I mean? Shout out to 85 South. For sure, for sure. It's Smooth said, would you do roast me about all deaf digital? The thing about it is, I did roast me. I did an episode, but it wasn't easy for me to get back and forth to it wasn't easy for me to get back and forth to LA where they was recording that. You know what I mean? Because I'm in Kentucky and I'm a full-time active father. So I don't get to, get away and just sleep in the bathroom and chase my dreams like that. I gotta get it out the mud and satellite where I can when I can, you know what I mean? So but shout out to Kev on stage, because Kev on stage was the one who put me in position to even be on Roast Me, you know what I'm saying? Kev on stage got me a lot of work with All Deaf. You know what I mean? Like I did a lot of I did quite a few roasts for All Deaf. And it was just kind of like, I was an independent contractor, you know what I mean? I get a phone call, get a request, send me some pictures, say less. I get it to you by in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's type action. You know what I mean? And then a check was in the mail, you know what I mean? So shout out to Kevin on stage, man. Always been super, super thorough with me, man. You know what I mean? Um, and of course I would do roast me, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool. It's cool, and just being a father, that's the priority, you know what I mean? So I don't never see it as an L if I gotta, turn something down in order to do what I gotta do. Because, guess what? My oldest is 20 years old now. He just sent me I want to see if I can't. I'm gonna see if I can airdrop this to my MacBook right now. I want y'all to see this, man. I want to see if I can airdrop this because he sent me something, man, and it was so fly. You know what I mean? It was so fly. Like I need to one. You know what I mean? As a proud father, you know what I'm saying? But oh, you mean uh, my kid's athletic, man. So I got camps to do. You know, we at college visits. We've been doing all that kind of, man. You know what I mean? Like, so it's been a lot. Um, I don't know if it's, I don't know. Anyway, I think it worked. I don't know. I think it did. Let me if I can bring it up. Nah, Any, uh, okay. Yeah, I just airdropped it to my computer. I want to share this, man. I'm proud. You know what I'm saying, hold on. Let me see if it's going to pop up. Okay, here we go. It's taking a minute. Anyway, um, Trey Flocka in the building. What up, Trey Flocka? I heard you like that. I heard you that guy. You know what I'm saying? What up, Trey Flocka? I heard you. Know what I'm saying? Salute to you. You know what I mean? I always got to salute to the real ones, man. Shout out to my man Preload super chat, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. Time? Yeah. Let me see. Let's see if it'll pop up now. Oh, here we go. We lit. Shout out to my boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, if you could read that, if you can see that, man, that just shows, let me get that up off her. I'm tripping. I got an address and everything. I'm tripping. That's my boy, man. You shout out to my boy. Uh, basically, he made Dean's list, you know what I mean? In college, you know what I mean? He's in his sophomore year, man, you know what I mean? So shout out to my boy making making it in the Dean's list, man. He on a basketball scholarship, man, you know what I mean? So shout out to him. He said I'm breaking up. My bad. Let me let it fix itself. I guess when I tried to add it in there, it kind of broke up the stream. My bad. I shouldn't even try to airdrop nothing during the stream. That was stupid of me. Am I good now? Am I good now? I'm straight. Thumbs up. My bad. I didn't mean to have it all breaking up. But yeah, my son made the dean's list, man. You know what I mean? Sophomore year, sophomore year, man. He made the dean's list, man. You know what I mean? Uh, so shout out to my boy. You know what I mean? Proud of my boy. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the work that we, as fathers, that's the work that we put in the game. You know what I mean? So shout out to that. Um, let me see. Said I feel you about that father stuff, man. I did a show headed back to work on the ambulance tomorrow. My daughter graduated and headed to LSU, man. Congratulations, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. Shout out to that. Congratulations, man. Um, but yeah, man. He on the dean's list, man. Beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And we got visits going, man. My youngest son, he's going to visit Auburn Thursday for football, man. We going Auburn football for a visit. You know what I mean? So we out here really getting it in, getting busy. You know what I mean? We got a lot of interest out here, so we try to make it do what it do. Um, Speaking of that, got my dog Tay in the building. Shout out to my dog Tay. You know what I mean? Shout out to my dog Tay. You know what I mean? Said, do my kids think I'm funny? My kids, I mean, you know what I mean? They funny to me. I ain't even gonna hold you. My my kids are hilarious. I be cracking up. My oldie trying to not be funny around me, though. He's too cool. He be trying to not be funny, but around his friend, he's the funny guy. You know what I mean? So it's just like they come up to me, hey man, your son is comedy. I'm like, what? He never said nothing funny to me. Like he don't say nothing funny to me. But my youngest son and my daughter, oh yeah, comedy. Comedy Central all day. I laugh at them the entire time. You know what I'm saying? uh, but yeah, we going to Auburn Thursday, man. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful things. Just taking the scenery, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to that. Um, uh, let me see what I want to talk about. Uh, First of all, they got something going out called they got something going on called it's a new surgery. It's a leg lengthening surgery, and everybody's calling it a leg BBL. They're calling it a leg BBL. So you can go get your leg if you short and you want to be a little bit taller. You can get your legs extended for a certain amount of money, and they calling it a leg BBL. So he got a tallness BBL. How you get a height BBL? Like, come on, man. You tall and thick. How you out here tall and thick? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. How you go to your class reunion and in school you was, you know what I mean? You was 5'4". You go to your class reunion, you 6'2", man. If you don't get out of here with these weak ligaments, you 6'3" with the ligaments of somebody that's 5'2". You can't even dance right. Everything hurts. Ow, 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 ow. Hey, boy, they doing surgery for anything, bro. The doctor market must, hey, listen, the doctor market must be going slow. They ain't used to do this many surgeries, bro. They ain't used to do this many surgeries, man. You can't hoop or nothing. You gonna try dunk. You gonna look over your Achilles. Is gonna be in the bleachers. Your Achilles gonna be over in the bleachers. You got a leg BBL. You can't hoop. You just tall for decorations. You know what I'm saying? You got to get you a job doing a Uber light bulb pull in. You know what I'm saying? You just putting in light bulbs for Uber. You know what I'm saying? So they got to go back and get it extended again after getting it wet. Hey, real life though. Real life though. Just imagine you done got your legs extended, man. You know what I'm saying? And you out there trying to dance, you trying to serenade a chick, you know what I'm saying? You talking your talk to her, and all of a sudden your ankle pivot by itself. You done accidentally headbutted her. Come on, man. A leg, what if your leg BBL rejects? You know what I'm saying? You still stay short like a Mario mushroom. Doot, 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 doot. Hey, them knees is paper mache, boy. A leg BBL? You got your legs extended. So that means you still got a short man's torso and you got long legs, boy. You are built like them little stretchy wrestling toys they used to have. You don't get your stretchy wrestling toy body having ass on somewhere. Hey, bro, these doctors do surgeries for anything. They are doing surgeries for any and everything nowadays, boy. I ain't even lying to you. Somebody has surgery so they can eat salad better. Like, bro, what? You just it cost me $20,000 to get my thorax elongated so I can better consume salad. Like, what? They doing surgeries for bro. Dog, listen. I swear they got to have BBLs on Groupon at this point. Everybody's getting BBLs. I know people who lived at based on income housing getting BBLs. Your rent is $65. How you getting this? How you getting this $8,000 surgery? They got it on Groupon for $250. $250 if you bring in the coupon. Y'all just won't cut on somebody. Y'all overboard. Y'all overboard, boy. Them BBLs, bro. It's like it's if go to if you check it out, go to Goals Plastic Surgery. Goals Plastic Surgery. I followed the page. That is a plastic surgery page, and they post before and after BBL sets. Like and they do good work. I'm not holding you, but I know everybody ain't got $10,000. Everybody ain't got $15,000, $20,000. Y'all doing BBLs for $5,000. Y'all out here selling Intrepids and taking y'all selling Dodge Intrepids and taking the income and getting BBLs. There's a chick went in there shaped like a sweet potato. She came out built like scissor. I said, Lord have mercy. They are doing good work in there. They are doing great work. Real life. Them BBLs, bro, they got to be super cheap. I know, man, that people selling everything nowadays, man. You know, Facebook got a marketplace. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, Facebook got a marketplace. You know what I mean? And the craziest thing about Facebook Marketplace, right? Facebook Marketplace let anybody sell anything. I seen somebody on Facebook Marketplace. They was selling a volcano. They were selling a volcano. Talking about it's a it's a 1805, but all it need is a serpentine belt and some plugs. Come on, man. You know somebody copped the volcano, put it in behind their house. You know what I mean, for the family reunion. It got a remote start on it and everything. Got a volcano with a remote start. All it needed was a serpentine belt. It thing will run out of something to do. Facebook Marketplace sell anything, boy. Somebody was on there selling confidence for $250. $250. Get a bottle of confidence. Man, everything, bro. We in that age now, man. It's like think about the age that we in right now, man. Like the age that we in is so crazy because it's like we have surgeries. You can get any kind of surgery. You know what I mean? You can get all of these surgeries, right? Men too. You can get penis enlargement. You can get calf muscle implants. You can get abs. You can get ab implants where they'll put stuff in your stomach to make it look like abs. You can get the fat sucked out your arm. You can do all kind of action, right? Then at the same time, we in that era of music to where it's like artist showing her butt cheeks is just normal. Is normal action. It's like I'm not complaining. I like it, but it's just still kind of like, dog, this never used to be a thing. Like, it's crazy. It's like Megan's on stage, cheeks 100% out, and just throwing them. You know what I'm saying? How many times have we seen Rihanna completely naked? Like what? Like Sukiana, bro. Sukiana's on Twitter, bro. Just the leg spread, nothing on, just and still just on social media like never happened. Like, bro, I saw the shape of your vaginal walls. Like what? You know what I mean? It's different. Think about it, bro. I knew the world changed when Janelle Monáe came out with this video. Janelle Monáe came out with that video. I don't even know the name of the song, bro. That's how engulfed I was. I was like, what is going on? What is going on? She been dressed like a Dick Tracy characters for so long to see her in something different, something other than a zoot suit. she she is dressed like a smooth criminal. Janelle Monáe was just like a smooth criminal, dog. She had on that outfit. You know what I mean? Like it's Janelle Monáe, bro. She was dressed like she was trying to sell a Dick Tracy pistol. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, it takes 6 bullets. See, and then she came out, bro, with the body killing everybody's. I said, wait a minute. Dog, they showed a video of Janelle Monáe performing live at a spot, and she just raised up her shirt and showed her titties, like just out of nowhere. Like what? What? Bro, who did you hire on the PR team? They need a raise and a hug. Thank you. Cause what? What? Bruh. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, she used to dress like a henchman. Janelle Monáe used to dress like a henchman, bro. She used to own 3 Tommy guns. You know what I'm saying? All her guns said, Janelle Monáe, bro. She had body underneath that zoot suit, fam. I can't believe it. She had the Janet Jackson shoulders on her shit. Control. She had the control shoulders on her sports coat. You know what I mean? Bruh. Janelle Monáe was dressed like a henchman. I don't care what nobody talking about. She had body under that henchman outfit, bruh. She flashed them people during that show. Them titties was just as pretty as they wanted to be. I wouldn't even turn on or nothing. I was just like, oh, it was cute titties. Like, yeah, damn, bro. What made her change? I don't know. She had on damn near nothing at the what was that? The gala. She had on damn near nothing at the Met Gala. I said, bro, what done changed? Janelle Monáe, where she said, you know what? I'm not getting any racist. I don't need any more Bugsy Siegel outfits. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Laugh Dog in the building, man. Hey, bro, Janelle Monáe, bro, she was dressed crazy. I couldn't get past it, fam. I could not get past it. And it's like now, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know what's going on. That video was crazy. She was sitting there with an old lady with her titties out. In the video, I was like, what is going on? It's just titties everywhere. You got old titties, young titties, new titties, a few titties. There's titties everywhere. I was like, God damn. Who is in her? You know what I mean? It was crazy. You know? Hey, dog, look it up. Janelle Monáe, bro. I saw the video on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I saw the video on Twitter, so I don't know. I didn't look for no names. I just saw it. I was like, bro, what? She literally in a club performing, singing. It's a crowded club. She's singing. And she just said, bip. And the motherfucker said, boom, boom. I said, what? Bruh. Teddy just, I said, dog, said it done just, opened up to a new you dig. So, I don't know, man. He said Nicki Minaj's Anaconda video is what changed it for him. But you got to understand, the only thing that it wasn't that video for me. It didn't change it for me. You won't know why? Because Nicki Minaj had a leg BBL. I was so afraid if she twerked too hard, her meniscus was gonna pop out like a Kenwood CD deck. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Deontay said that video go hard. It damn sure do go hard. That video, man, I watched it once, but I was in public. I was like, let me stop before I get hard by the bread. Let me stop, man. I'll be over here hard by the beans. You know what I'm saying? Stop, man. The video is too much. My boy Bickerstaff in the building. What up, though? He said, "How could you imagine how BET Uncut would look now?" Oh God, it's like dog. Everything that BET Uncut was showing, we see now on a regular basis. Like, bruh, dog, if you go to Sukiana's Twitter page, bruh, it is 100% porn. Like, it's literally porn. Like, she ain't holding no bars. I think at one point she had, you know what I mean, oral pleasure videos on her. Like, she don't care about none of that. She don't care about none of that over looking like Petrie from The Land Before Time. And she swears, hey, Suki swears she's sexy the most. She look like Petrie from The Land Before Time. Sharp tooth. Look at that. Come on, man. Suki thinks she's the nigga. If you don't close them big ass lips, come on, man. I'm not turned on. Your body is done up. I am not turned on. Like, I know a lot of people's over like, oh yeah, come on, fam. Come on, fam. Let's be honest. You look like a dark skinned version of a velociraptor. You look like a velociraptor that ain't grew his wings yet. Oh, oh man. I'm just spitting facts, man. Oh man. Hey, Laugh Doctor said it right, man. Everybody make sure you hit the notification bell, hit all the live notifications, man, for sure. That way you can lock into the show, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do that. That way you get the notifications. Also, I'm about to put some stuff up in a second. To where you get to, if you want to listen to the podcast, if you want to listen to the audio from the podcast, it is going to be up at 8:30 tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? Episode 13 to be up. I need to find a name. What we naming this? What we naming this episode, man? What we gonna name it, man? Janelle Monáe, the henchman suit haver. I don't know. What we gonna name it, man? Anime said, are you able to make an intro for me? Hey, listen, man. You say you want to make an intro for me? You can make an intro for me. I'll let everybody hear it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what we naming episode 13, y'all. I don't know what we naming it, man. Ha, leg BBL. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Leg BBL. That's what it is. That's what we're gonna name it, jump. Hey, so yeah, so check it out, right? Let me see. Um, Let me put this message up here for y'all, man. Be sure to subscribe on all platforms so you don't miss an episode. We're going to be on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Um, Also, another fact, man, that people need to see and know, you know what I mean? I just want to share it, man. Showing a man a set of titties increases his overall happiness and overall willingness to work hard in life. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that, man. You know what I mean? Facts. Um, Let me put this QR code up here real quick. One time. If you see this QR code, all you got to do, right? I'm going to tell you how you do it. So, boom. You see this QR code? Screenshot this right now, right? Everybody screenshot this QR code. Then all you got to do is when you go to your album and you look at this screenshot this right. You go to your album and look at the screenshot. All you got to do is QR code and hold it. It'll actually scan the QR code and take you to the link to download, or subscribe to the actual audio podcast of the Areola Rollercoaster. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you want to, only if you want to, no pressure, you dig? Only if you want to, you got this QR code sitting at the top right here. That QR code, screenshot this, right? Screenshot this, and you do the same thing. You go in your gallery, you touch it, you hold on it, and it'll actually give you the link to what that QR code is. And what it does is it takes you to a place where you can leave an actual audio message that I can play during the audio podcast. I can't play it right here, but I can play it during the audio podcast. So whatever you want to say, you want to shout your business out, you want to shout yourself out, you want to shout your kids out, you want to shout the show out. You know what I'm saying? You can leave an audio message. I see the message and I'll put it in the next episode. You'll be on episode 13, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Ralph Chung. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Left Boot, Idaho. You know what I mean? You can shout yourself out. So y'all scan that thing, man, and for sure leave a message, man, and put it on the podcast. You heard? So I'm gonna read some some comments, and then we through. So he said pose again. So yeah, we naming the episode Leg BBL, man. So I want to take the time out, man, to shout out to my oldest son, man, Amari, for making the dean's list. You know what I mean? And shout out to the rest of my kids, Layton and Laurie, man. You know what I mean? We getting busy with it. You know what I mean? We got these college visits and all of that. So we definitely putting in work. And anytime that you see me and we not having an episode, it ain't because it's something's been given up on. It's because if y'all y'all real fathers, so y'all understand how this goes. And life is real sometimes. So sometimes you just got stuff to do that makes you too busy to do the podcast. And if I get the time and I won't be able to do it on a Sunday, I'll just pre-record the podcast and then post it out anyway. You know what I mean? Just so we can have something to, laugh at and do our thing on, man. So shout out to everybody that popped in this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube. Starks TV1 on YouTube, man. Subscribe to my YouTube. Also, Man, one more time for your boy, man. One more time for your boy, man. Y'all got to understand the magnitude of this thing right here, man. Y'all got to understand the magnitude of this thing right here, man. Understand, man. My comedian Larry Stark's Facebook page, man, just hit 185,000 followers, man. 185,000 followers, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Hey, go to Facebook, type in comedian Larry Starks, man. Comedian Larry Starks, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll see the page pop up and we're gonna get it cracking just like that, man. Also, we got the podcast is gonna be on all platforms, the audio version. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be on all platforms. You know what I mean? You can catch it. It'll be there 8:30 in the morning sharp, you dig? And that's what it do, man. So if you watching this on Twitter, man, retweet it. If you're watching this on Facebook, man, share it, man. You know what I'm saying? Put it in your story, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this on YouTube, man, put it in your YouTube story, man. Share the link with somebody, man. Share it with a friend, you know what I mean? Because it's the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, and this is what we do, man. So with that said, man, appreciate everybody who scanned it, man. Appreciate all the love. And we'll be back next week with episode 14. Ricky Divine, appreciate the lob, man. Leg BBL, you did that. That's what we naming this episode. Leg BBL. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's watching, man. Shout out to everybody that watched already. And shout out to everybody that's listening. You know what I'm saying? That you picking it up on the podcast platform, man. I appreciate everybody. We keep on doing it. And shout out to my motherfucking dogs, Sleazy and Goo, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold it down. You heard? So it's the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. Episode 13, where we say we titties. You feel me?